United States of America, and all that bullshit is done. It's over. It's finished. You know, the gangbangers that you deal with, they think that they're ruthless. They have no idea how ruthless we are. They think they're tough. They have no idea how tough we are. They think that they're hardcore. We are so much more hardcore than they are. And we have the entire weight of the United States government behind us. What do they have? They have nothing behind them. So we are going to win. They are going to lose. We are going to rescue Memphis.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Once is like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. He's right. You're not tougher than them. You're not more ruthless than them. All right. What else did he say? Something else that he said. And here it is. Right here it says war on drugs. Trump declares U.S. is now an armed conflict with the Caribbean cartels. So war with Venezuela, war with the Caribbean cartels, war in the soils of America, war against Afghanistan. No, sorry. War against Russia, China, Iran. This is just the vibration of war. And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you should have got the memo long ago. And that memo was all that wickedness that you've been doing. There is a payment for that. All right. And the Lord uses individuals to do his will. So we're not sad about the situation. We done said it several times. All right. The olive branch was given out, and 2/3 is just going to be victimized. All right. Matter of fact, Jeremiah 5 and 6, it says, "Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, a wolf of the evening shall spoil them, and the leopard shall watch." And that was a prophecy that was going to happen when Israel, mainly Judah, Benjamin, Levi, was going to be taken down by the Babylonians. It wasn't just the Babylonians, the Edomites as well. The Edomites, they aided the Babylonians to take us down. All right. So it was a conglomerate of nations that took us down. Well, guess what? It's a conglomerate of nations that's going to take you down to this day. And it says, over the cities, and everyone that shall go out thence shall be torn in pieces, because they transgress. The transgressions are many, and their backsliding are increased. Your backsliding, reverting back to your beast-like state, is going to get you in trouble. And we've been saying that. That's why we don't feel no sympathy. Chicago, good. New York, good. LA, when Memphis is not, and Memphis is not being they're not going after Memphis because of the gangs. They're going after Memphis because to ensure the occupation that's going on down there for Elon Musk's operation. That's what they're doing Memphis for. But as far as Chicago, he planned to do New York. Most likely, he's going to do New York when the new mayor is going to come in. I can see it already, because he's supposed to be an independent, and he's supposed to be a socialist and all this other stuff. I can see him doing it like that. Because the Bronx, New York, Brooklyn, niggas are animals, bro. Let's just face it. Let's be realistic. But they're planning to come and to eradicate you. All right? They're planning to do you harm. Unapologetic harm is coming to 2/3 of the Lord's people. And quite frank, hey, you deserve the ass whooping that's coming. Okay, you deserve it, because you didn't listen when the men of the Lord talked to you. You didn't listen. The Lord warned you. It says, Zechariah 14:1. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses raffled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go into captivity, and the residue of the people shall be cut off from the city. And that's what's going to happen. All right. This is part of Jeremiah's prophecy against Israel. They sent in the troops. There was another video with the same guy, Stephen Miller. He said to the authority, what you call it? I don't say authority, but he told them they got full autonomy. They could go out there and do whatever they want. This sound like raffle thoughts. And why should they be nice? Yeah, the narrative has always been the same. The narrative has always been, oh, look how these animals acting. I did plenty of shows how they use certain things in order to make it seem like we're the worst. But I mean, we all Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. They make it seem like we're the worst of the worst when they come to find out they are. But there's a justification behind this, and the justification that's coming is what is the wrath of the Lord. The Lord said He was going to do this. Okay, it was the people that was supposed to take heed when the warning was coming. Ezekiel 29:9. It says, "Son of man, prophesy, say, Thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened, is also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?" So should you be out there partying, having a good time? No, absolutely not. Okay, but our people have this mindset, oh, we got to make our money, we got to do this, we got to do that. And with all that wicked, evil mindset and doing whatever your heart desires, there's consequences, repercussions. All right, it's technically consequences, repercussions, and the consequences is the Lord is going to use your greatest fear against you. See, it was no problem when it was Jake on Jake. Y'all didn't have a problem. Y'all didn't mind shedding y'all didn't shed a tear for each other. But what you would do is you have no problem destroying one another, but you would not go after the enemy. And now look, the enemy is coming towards you. And he's getting the green light. The US government is giving the green light to go annihilate shit. To go and destroy you. At your weakest point. Amazing how things are. Right? It says, "It contempteth the rod of my son as every tree, and he have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened and is furbished to give it to the hand of the slayer." And that's Esau. Esau is a slayer. All right. And now he's showing his horns, man. They about to go full. I would say medieval, but they about to go full on. They're gonna show no mercy. All right. No mercy gonna be given. None of that. This is how it's going. It's going down, man. All right, it's going down. This is why we wasn't playing around when we told you. This was the warning. We warned the people. Look what's happening. This guy's going on a campaign basically going after the gangs. Trump is going after the cartels. Guess who is seen as the biggest drug dealers? Latinos, Negroes. All right. So how the hell are they gonna tell the difference between any drug dealer? All right. Yeah, he got war in his heart. And this is all we've been warning people about. He's coming in like the scripture says. Matter of fact, let me get that. Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When an enemy shall come in like a flood, he's coming in as a flood. All right. The Lord is about to flood. He's gonna allow this man to come into your neighborhoods, ransack your area. All you girls, all you women out, say girls. Yeah, actually, yeah, all you girls out there that like to look all slutty and all that, then you on your own now. All right, you are asking for it. I was watching something else. Somebody was breaking it down how the U.S. military, people like to use to say, oh, the U.S. military would never go in and go in the U.S. and attack the citizens. They would never do something like that. And he broke it down the history where the U.S. military came and attacked civilians. Okay, this is going to give them the green light. See, Jake is going to fight, but they're going to have to bring in the U.S. military in there, and the military is not going to show no reference or any of that thing. They're not going to show anything. All they're going to do is execute divine judgment. All right, but the Lord is using that against them. You going to attack? He's gonna allow you to attack 2/3 of the nation of Israel. But then when your bloodthirst gets higher and higher and you want to go after all, he's gonna checkmate you. It's quite simple. All right. It says 2 Ezra 16:67. Behold, Yahweh himself is the judge. Fear him. And Jake don't fear the Most High. Jake is out there doing the most horrific things that you could ever imagine towards one another. No love, no nothing. All right. There's a Jake out there that are atheists. They don't believe in nothing. So it says, forget your iniquity to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Lord lead you forth and deliver you from your trouble, for all your trouble. And that's what the Lord's about to do. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude. And that's burning wrath right there. So, despite its
the United States of America, and all that bullshit is done. It's over. It's finished. You know, the gangbangers that you deal with, they think that they're ruthless. They have no idea how ruthless we are. They think they're tough. They have no idea how tough we are. They think that they're hardcore. We are so much more hardcore than they are. And we have the entire weight of the United States government behind us. What do they have? The
burning wrath of a multitude is kindled over you. Gangbangers is always considered to be Negroes, Latinos, period. They went into Chicago, sent 300 agents. You think they was going to go for the one of the black gangs? No, they went for their Latino gangs. Now he's talking about gangs in Mississippi. So what do you think they're gonna go to? And remember, also in Chicago, you got these young dumb niggas that pretty much challenge the U.S. Try to challenge the U.S. government. Say they different, they're a different breed. So that wrath is they building up a case, and the challenge they going to accept that challenge. All right. It says, and they shall take away certain of you, feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. So all the sellouts amongst the people, they also going to be victimized. Why stop with the no good piece of shit trash street dude when you could go after everybody? How are they going to tell the difference? Do you know how much danger the majority of people are right now? Okay? Everything that people have been saying about Trump is coming to fruition. He's going to become a dictator. He's he's going to send the military within this thing. All right? We're not even over a year, and this man has done so much. The government shut down. They're saying that they're gonna fire a whole bunch of people. They're gonna lay off a whole bunch of people. Okay. Oh, this the whole tariff thing is supposed to be kicking in soon. So, and then my favorite thing. He said he's a peace president. He's causing more war. So all these people that's been on his side doing this, they're gonna be looking real stupid in that moment. For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, which is the Israelites. No matter regardless how demonic they may be, deep down inside they fear the Most High. And there's going to be a great insurrection against them. They're going to be overthrown by force. All right. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. There's laws in state if they deem you as a terrorist, or even if you're arrested, they could take your property. So you go against the grain, you go against the powers to be, they could take your possession. Period. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out their houses. Then shall they be known. Then there shall be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Like great macho man Randy Savage, the cream is going to rise to the top. The best of the best is going to stick out. There's not going to falter. There's not going to be broken down. There's not going to do any of that sort. The Lord is going to be for his people. And the world is going to know, like, oh, this is one of the Lord's elect. All right. They like to bunch us up. All right. The Lord's going to show you. He's going to allow you to destroy the majority of his people, 2/3, which is slated for the sword. And the rest, the elect, you're going to do nothing that the Lord did not want to happen. All right. So with that being said, shalom to the elect in the nation Israel. Shalom.